Hey guys, it's Doc with GoldHog, and today I'm going to put up a video about Washington beach mining and working beach sands for gold with the wave mat. So hold on one second. Hey guys, it's Doc. I actually had to reshoot this whole video because I kept saying washer mat instead of wave mat. Rob out at Washington Beach Mining was nice enough to shoot a video and do some testing with us on the new wave mat on these fine black beach sands. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put his whole video up after this. Before we get to that video, I want to make a couple quick points. Number one, the wave mat I don't consider to be a high capture mat. The wave mat, that's not what it was designed for. It really was designed, both the wave mat and the big wave mat, to be a tailings processor. Typically, traditional riffle matting or riffles and whatever you want to use uses a flow interruption and a vortex. The new wave mat doesn't do any of that. It just simply opens up the slurry through the use of varying speeds and different pressure zones to work to allow the superfine gold to completely settle and stay settled during the entire process without any flow interruption, without disturbing that. That's the critical point. So, do I think that the wave mat is a primary capture mat? That I would only run that in a sluice for the majority of prospectors? No, that's not what it's for. We really think that if you're going to run the wave mat, especially let's say if you're running beach sands, if you're going to be running beach sands, I would probably run the wave mat, mother load, wave mat, mother load, and that's how I would run it. The mother load mat has already proven itself time and time again to be a phenomenal mat for fine beach sands. But we wanted something a little bit different, and that's why we came up with the wave mat. Now, I will tell you that later on in the year, not now, don't ask because it's not available now. We don't have the time and production capabilities right now. Later on in the year, probably late spring, early summer, we're probably going to launch a line of extensions for people. So if you have a normal high banker and if you want to put big wave mat, mother load, big wave mat, mother load, and attach this extension on the end of your sluice, I guarantee you'll be catching fine gold in it. We'll have that varying sizes. Again, don't email me and ask me when it's available because I'm thinking it's not going to be ready till June of this year. But that is a product we're thinking about coming out because this is such an effective fine gold capture system for tailings. That's what it was designed for. And you're going to see, he volunteered to do some testing with us. He's running only wave mat, and you'll see, I'm going to put up a piece of video right now, and I'm going to show you. When you look at this mat that's inside the sluice, all you're going to see is pretty much fine gold, and that's it. And that's because it really opens up that slurry, exposes that mat to a lot of exchange process, and really just holds the fine gold. So like I said, it's not a high percentage capture mat as much as it is a different process to allow that fine gold to settle out slowly. Remember, when you're working fine beach sands, you have to ride that line between losses and capture, and you have to ride that really, really fine, otherwise it's not going to work. Anyways, guys, so I just wanted to throw that in here real quick. He's running the regular wave mat, not the big wave mat. We have other people out there testing it as well, just to sort of get some finite testings and angles and pitches and GPHs for it as well. Click that subscribe button, that little thing right there. Click that. Because we are doing some giveaways this year to subscribers, so click that button. Shut up, dog. A dog barker back here. Let's put up his video. Let's let it roll again. I'll put a link to his channel down the bottom below this video. He does some cool stuff, and really appreciate it. Doc, GoldHog.
Hey YouTubers, we're back here out at the beach. It is an early part of the season that I normally don't come. There's reasons why, but we got ourselves some serious waves going on. I don't know how I'm supposed to dig up beach sand when waves look like this. Have some new matting from GoldHog called the wave mat, and I reached out to Doc and said I'd love to test it on our beach. He was kind enough to send us some, so I got all of our multi-sluice, the piglet with the extension, And there's the wave mat, our equipment. So we're going to try to set up here and try to run some of this black sand off this beach. Cautiously. It's going to be an interesting time, but we'll make do. We'll take our chances. Hopefully I don't get swept away from this waves coming up. We still have another hour or so of high tide, but we'll get some sand, we'll get some gold. It's not going to be much, but we're here to test the new wave mat for GoldHog. Alright, let's get set up. Well, getting water's not going to be a problem. So the piglet's sitting at 10 degrees, right along with the extension. I had the extension at 7 degrees and it was backing up here, so it seems like the sand is moving just fine. What I'm watching for, and I'm sure you can't tell in the videos, I want the sand to move as half the speed as the water. So we got a mother-load mat up front, and then we are all wave mat. I put the mother-load mat up front here on the extension, and then finish it off all with the wave mat. Now we were going to run the multi-sluice along with it, but when we do, this tank fills up too much on water, so we're just going to run the piglet with the extension today. So we ran about 1.5 buckets, and there's quite a bit of gold in there. Now you can't see it, but I'm impressed so far. Wow, look at all that gold. No, you can't see it with all this cappy white water, but there is gold all through those riffles down onto this extension. I don't know if you can make it out, but yeah, the gold is staying right there. It's not moving anywhere. So far, being at 10 degrees all throughout this sluice, doing a really good job. Oh yeah, look at all that. Wow. Huh, maybe this storm is doing us a good job. All these big waves coming in. Wow. Looks good. Looks good, baby. Looks good. Okay, so I can see gold there. What we're gonna do, take this scoop. That's what my sand looks like. Super fine. The gold that's in this sand is all equal size to the sand. As Doc would call it, hydraulic equivalent. So some of the hardest black sand around to pan. A lot of people don't like it because it's so hard to pan out. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the gold there, and I'm going to add a scoop. We're going to watch how fast it clears out. Alright, sand's still flowing down, and that is the last of the sand, so we'll just wait and see. Pretty quick. Already cleared out. So that's pretty good. Again, I got this sluice sitting at practically 10 degrees all the way through, which is about right. When I use the mother lobe mat out here, 10 degrees seems to be just perfect for my feed rate. 1100 GPH pump, 6-foot hose, and the angle of 10 degrees. Pretty much the magic number around here. But so far I'm pretty impressed with this mat. Clears out fast, pulls the gold. So we did 5 buckets. And we're just letting it clean out so you guys can get a good look at it. You can already see the gold. Let it clean out a little bit more. And we'll show you after we stop it. Take a look. It's up top. Work our way down. Okay, now we're on to extension. A little back up there, but that's expected. There's gold. All the way down to the end. There's still a lot of black sand in there, so you're not going to see it, but I can see it. Oh yeah, and all that. Man, this stuff is dinky. We're used to seeing bigger pieces, but that's going to be later into the season. We'll start seeing more of the bigger stuff. Not much bigger, but bigger. Might have to take a scrub brush to this.
You got one here.
Yeah, wow. I want all that out of there. Huh. Did I bring that black one? Yeah, alright. Take a brush. This one we ran about, what, 6 buckets. 6.5 buckets through it. So, we won't be able to move this flap up. So, start to catch them go right before the flap. I mean, there's still a lot of black sand in here, obviously. Not bad. Not bad at all. What do you think, babe?
I like it.
Yeah?
I think they did pretty good.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. It's the wave. Come join the wave. Yeah, looks pretty good. Alright, well, we're going to clean it up and head home. And then we'll run it through the multi-sluice and use the stripper mat. We'll get a count. Until then. Okay, so here's the end result. There we go. Not too bad for a half a day's work. We only got 4 hours in because of the tides coming in as high and the coefficient being as high as it was. That water was up to the coastline for practically 3, almost 4 hours. The time frame before the high tide and the time frame after, it takes a while for it to start heading out. So we didn't actually start running until about 12:30. It ended right about 4:30 before it was starting to get too dark. So we got 11 buckets in. I don't know. Okay, time for the weigh-in. Again, that's what we're looking at. Not a whole bunch, but you know, for 11 buckets in 4 hours, a half a day's work, it looks pretty good. Wish I was there for typically 8 hours, which I normally do. I normally run about 20 buckets a day. So let's weigh this in. Alright. Come on, we can get a gram. Yeah, there you have it. Just shy of a gram. Yeah, if we would put it in a day's work, would have been 2 grams. But that's also expected because it is the beginning of the season. As we progress into the season, it'll actually improve. Pretty much guaranteed. So we'll look forward to going next month and look forward to bringing in a bigger gram account than that. But it was a fun trip, interesting trip. Never seen the waves that far up before, that high, that strong. All right.